Yo, man. So, listen, I was watching the Netflix documentary on Breonna Taylor, right? And what I'm going to say is that this is a tragedy that she got killed like that, right? Definitely. But I watched the whole documentary from beginning to end. Her family members were telling the story. Now, the police came to the door, right? And they got a no-knock warrant. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Where they don't have to knock. They can just come in. You know what I'm saying? But, where is it at? Okay. So they have a no-knock warrant. So they come in. This is the story. They come in, and the boyfriend of Breonna Taylor's, let me see his name. I gotta give these people some respect. The boyfriend's Kenneth Taylor.
He was shooting.
His name is Kenneth Taylor.
He was shooting, right?
Yes, he shot at the cops and they shot back. That's how she got killed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's the story.
That's why I told you it's a hard thing because it's like a raid on a house. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they shot a innocent bystander, the SWAT team. You know what I'm saying? It's like a SWAT team in a bank robbery and they shoot a hostage by accident.
But was she an innocent bystander?
Yeah.
Think about what I'm about to tell you.
Why? Because she was in the place where they were shooting?
No.
So what?
No. I watched the police part because they're doing a documentary, so they get the police version of what happened.
Okay.
And trust me, it's sometimes that it's two stories and they both true, and we got to figure out what happened. Now, listening to the police story on this the killing of Breonna on Netflix and Hulu, the police version said that, first of all, the Kentucky law is there is no self-defense because the Kenneth Taylor, the boyfriend, is saying he shot out of self-defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in Kentucky, there's no self-defense if it's the police in their work, what do you call it? In the work environment. Like if they come in, okay.
It's at that point it's an operation. Anything shooting it's like you're out. Like it's like you're gonna get shot.
Wait, say that again?
That's why I put it in a situation where it's like a SWAT team. It's a special operation.
That's true. Yeah.
On. Yeah. That's how I understand it, because it's like if Breonna Taylor was a bank teller and the bank was getting robbed, right? And another man was shooting in the bank and then she got shot in the situation. It's like
that's how you're looking at it.
Cops won't be liable for her death.
That's how you're looking at it.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. Or either
of course
it's bad
it
all
is.
around.
Oh, come on, man.
But
this is a law abiding. This is a law abiding. I hate when you gotta say all of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a law abiding young lady. She had a great job. I hate when we gotta say that because when they black, why can't they just be? You know what I'm saying? That's not right. Why we always gotta qualify ourselves? But anyway, that's what we have to do. But she had a great job doing her thing. Her mother was telling the story of her. You gotta watch it. Her mother was telling the story about when she was little. She always wanted to be a nurse, and she fulfilled her dreams. But her ex-boyfriend.
It was her ex-boyfriend?
Was a convicted drug dealer.
Okay.
Her ex-boyfriend. His name is Jamarcus Glover. He's 30.
Okay.
Right? Listen to this. In the documentary, I'm not saying this. In the documentary, the police was saying that they had evidence that he was using her mail, those her address.
Yeah.
And those what do you call those mail things? When you get your mail and it's outside the big metal one, and they got all kind of boxes. Anyway, yeah, but it's always in that little thing. Anyway, yeah. Okay. So then they had secret recordings of her talking to the ex, allegedly talking to the ex-boyfriend while he's in jail.
Okay.
Saying that, I hope you learn your lesson. That's what she was saying. Nice girl.
That's her ex. That used to be her man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see no issue in that, in her talking to her man in jail.
You don't see no issue.
No, they were talking about drug shit.
The issue is that she's unfortunately dead.
No, Shampoo. I'm talking about the situation where she's talking to him in jail. What does that have to do with anything?
Because she was still being his friend and enabler and letting him allegedly use her address as in drug transactions. That's what the police are saying.
That's what the police says, but they only saying that because they don't understand. But if she's just calling him from jail, that don't mean that she's cooperating with him to sell drugs.
Yeah, but
she was a nurse, correct? She don't need him.
Yeah, but in the documentary, they caught some of the drug. They caught that address one time.
Was there drugs in her apartment?
No.
So what the fuck are we talking about, Shampoo?
Because her ex-boyfriend was using the address.
Yes, I get that, but that's unknowingly.
Why? How do you know it's unknowingly?
But even if he is using the address, if she don't have nothing to do with it, she could say it's unknowingly. It don't matter. She still got shot. That has nothing to do.
No, I know. No, I'm not taking them. I'm not.
You raid the house because they're using the address. That means that the police didn't do their job correctly. They didn't investigate correctly.
But no, they did, and they said that. I watched the documentary. Listen, I don't know.
So they claim that there was drugs in the house.
No,
so why are they raiding the house?
Maybe they got suspicion that was drugs in the house.
And there was no drugs in the house.
Because
so the investigation went wrong. They didn't investigate correctly.
I look at it like this. I look at it like was the boyfriend that shot at them, right?
Yeah.
Was he really, he was really an innocent bystander? Because maybe he didn't know that they were still friends.
Maybe. But
now, hold up. Now, listen to this part.
Hold on. But that has nothing to do with them going. You have to know that there's drugs in there before you go in there and start raiding the fucking place. That means
not necessarily.
You can't go in there with SWAT team off a hunch. That's like fucking movie stupid shit.
Nah, I don't think so. Because if you got a hunch that somebody sold in a little girl or a little boy hostage in a house, you could go in that. You could go in that house over a hunch.
No, you can't.
You can't know that she's in there.
Those people have rights.
You might not want that to be like
you might not want it to happen, but if you don't have proof that it's happening, you can't go in there and do it.
Nah, I don't agree with that. But one thing I'm getting.
So Shampoo, so the police in your neighborhood have a hunch that you are keeping a girl in the basement, right? Mm-hmm. You telling me that they have the right to bust down your door and go in?
No, but they got to get a warrant.
If
they got to get a warrant.
If I know there's a girl down there, like I see you, I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna look at what you're doing. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see if you go to the store.
There you go.
What you buying? I'm gonna see if you're buying tampons.
You're making my argument.
You live alone.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Why you buying all that, right?
Why you buying tampons if you're a man and you live alone in the house?
Okay, so if the documentary or whatever's in there is true. And I don't see why it wouldn't be, because they'll be suing people. They're saying that he was using her address.
Yeah, but why are they going in her apartment?
Because they had a hunch that was in there. I'm just telling you.
Go in there off a hunch. That's what
I'm not making excuses for the cops. I'm just telling you. Then they got a black. Then they had the boyfriend saying that he didn't hear anybody say police. Okay? All right. Now then they had a black dude saying I was out there doing something and I heard them say police. So when you say,
they was sleeping though, Shampoo.
What does that got to do? That's when they raid things, when you sleep.
Yeah, they was sleeping. So of course he didn't hear them say police because he's in the fucking bed sleep.
No, he said I didn't hear anything. He said
all he heard was a bust through the fucking door. He's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, well, you live in a state where there's no knock warrant.
What the fuck are you talking, Shampoo? If you sleep,
that's a no knock warrant.
Like bust through the fucking door. You gonna grab your gun too? I'm like, what the fuck going on?
Absolutely, but in that state of Kentucky, that they don't have no self-defense when the police is doing business.
You don't know if it's the police or not. You was asleep.
You definitely ain't gonna know now. But listen, no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just bullshit. He lived, man. He was there. I was watching him. And while I was watching the documentary, I'm just saying this. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not doing none of that. All I'm saying was this guy could have been killed. Him too. It could have been a double tragedy. And he didn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember a guy that was going with this girl in the Bronx. He lived in Hackensack. He used to mess with this girl in the Bronx. And he used to always go over there, he was in love with the bitch, right? But she was fucking still messing with her man that was in prison, right? When he came out, he found out when the guy was coming, because she was still talking to him, and he met him right there when they're going up the step and slit his shit from here to here, opened that whole shit up. He didn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know that she was still fucking with this dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is like, people could get hurt. You could see. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just watching a documentary.
I don't know.
Seriously. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch. Because I thought like you. I said, damn, came in the wrong door, because that happens.
I don't think they did that. I think they went in on a hunch, which was fucked up. They didn't do a proper investigation. And I think he started shooting and she got shot off of that because he started shooting. And then they just started suing. Like it was like a weird situation.
Yeah. It was. And listen, it's a tragedy. And I'm just trying to figure out why they don't arrest them. And that's what people are saying. They want justice. And I hear that.
They can't.
But
they can't.
Huh? They can't what?
They can't. I know why they're not arresting them, because they can't.
Why?
It's a hazard. It was a hazardous. They could get suspended or whatever, but it was like it's like a work injury. It's not a murder case.
And when they go to trial, they're gonna say, "Why did you go to that house?" They were sleeping.
No, they would have to map out their investigation. And
never mind mapping nothing out.
Say the reason why they did that.
Never mind mapping out.
But nobody's going to jail. I'll tell you that right now.
No, well, listen. Nobody's gonna go to jail. Nobody's gonna go to jail.